Right, so just been to the garden centre and my birthday's coming up, so my good lady wife has very kindly bought me some new plants. Up first we've got a Fatsia japonica spider's web. So as you can see, it's got nice variegated leaves, and I've got a couple of normal Fatsia japonica in the garden and they seem to do very well. Obviously with this foliage it's going to add a new point of interest, so very excited to have that in my garden now. And then on the theme of variegated plants, we have picked up a rhododendron. Get the label out. Rhododendron black gold. As you can see, it's got unusual variegated leaves for rhododendron. So again, I thought nice bit of interest in the garden throughout the seasons. And rhododendrons flower just once a year, so I thought this particular foliage type would look quite nice all year round in the garden, so very excited about that as well. And then up here we've got Trachyospermum jasminoides pink showers. So it's a star jasmine with little pink flowers. We've got the normal star jasmine in the garden, and I've cloned it a few times as well. So I'm very happy about having this one included in my collection, and I'm hoping that this one will propagate from cuttings as easily as the other star jasmine I've got. So yes, I'm going to be planting those up today. And another important job for me today is to, if I grab them, is to pot on my tomato plants, because as you can see they're getting quite big for this little tub, and they could probably do with going into individual pots. So I'm going to do that in just a moment's time. I'm going to be potting my little baby tomatoes into that size pot. Ordinarily I would put them into a small little pot like that, however because they're quite leggy, I'm going to try and plant them quite deep, because tomato plants have got the ability to grow roots from the stem if you bury the stem. So I'm thinking, rather than waste too much time putting them into tiny pots first, which they'll quickly outgrow, I'm going to put them straight into these little or larger pots, and hopefully they should be able to stay in those pots until sort of mid-May, when I put them out into their final pots in the garden. So in this tub we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crimson cherries and 6 crimson blush. Now the crimson varieties of tomatoes are blight resistant. I've had a couple of problems with late blight with my tomatoes when I've grown other varieties like Sun Gold and Gardener's Delight. I've found that they've been more prone to getting hit by blight, and I've grown these two the last 2 years and not had any problems with blight, so that's what I'm growing again this year. So yeah, I'm going to get these potted into these pots now. So I'm going to use the spoon method again, and I'm going to start off by teasing this one out. It should have a decent root system on it. I'm just going to tap some of the soil away. There we go. Just going to pop it there for a moment, and I'm going to put some soil in the pot. Alright, so it's not the neatest job, but you can see I've buried quite a lot of the stem in the soil now. So that should then develop roots quite well, and that will help give the plant a little bit of extra strength when it grows larger. So yeah, I'm going to do the rest with the other ones now, and that'll be all sorted. Okie dokie, so yes, I've potted up 6 and I'm keeping 6 of them in my kitchen. There's another 2 that I've potted up. I'm going to put them in my little pop-up greenhouse outside. Now, I'm not too fussed whether they live or die, to be honest with you, because I've only got space to grow 6 tomato plants this year. So I'll put them in there. If they survive, I'll donate them to someone who wants them. But yeah, that's all done and dusted. So I was going to show you how I potted up my new plants, but unfortunately it's just been raining and raining and raining, so I can't really be outside with my phone for too long filming, otherwise my phone will be destroyed. So yeah, so here they are. I've got my rhododendron in a clay pot, and the reason why I've used clay pots is because they seem to like it in clay pots for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why, but they seem to do better in a clay pot. So it's in a clay pot with ericaceous compost and some bark chippings on top. And then the Fatsia and the Jasmine are just in multi-purpose compost. Again, I've put some bark chippings on the top to suppress weeds and things like that. And also with the Jasmine, because it's quite a tall plant, I've added 5 canes around and then sort of tied it in, because it's quite a windy day today. The last thing I want is it to blow over and snap in the wind. So yeah, all looking good, and I shall keep you updated. Especially excited about the pink jasmine that I've got, or the pink showers star jasmine, because this is the normal white star jasmine that I've had for a number of years, and I found it very easy to propagate from cuttings. So down here, these 2 here are about 2-year-old cuttings, and they're doing very well. And then I've got loads of 1-year-old cuttings, well, 6-month-year-old cuttings in the cold frame. So I'm hoping that the new star jasmine will propagate just as easily.